Hello, Raw friends. I think we are live. David and I are here to share with you guys 10 ways to boost your immune system. We are super excited you're here. We're going to give a couple minutes to let everyone hop on. Let's make sure we are live. I'm Brooke, guys. This is David. Everyone say hello. Throw us some likes and hearts. Let us know you are here. Let's just make sure we're live. Gotta love technology. There we go. I see us. Cool, cool, cool. Throw us some hearts, throw us some likes. We are super excited that you guys are hanging out with us today. David and I have lots of great content to share with you guys, ranging from supplements to mental health to grounding and earthing, all so many incredible ways to support your immune system. We thought this was a perfect timing to bring you guys content of just loving on your immune system with the cold seasons coming, winter is coming. No Game of Thrones pun intended there, but we are super excited. So again, throw us some hearts, throw us some likes. We are going to be doing lots of giveaways. So you are entered in drawings for how often you comment and like. So be sure to throw those likes. So start off, if you are a member of Raw, give us a heart. If you are not a member of Raw, throw us some likes just to kind of let everyone roll in here. We'll probably get started with our content at 7:35. Just want everyone to get in here. So again, throw us some hearts if you are a member of Raw and a like if you are not a member. There we go. I'm seeing some comments rolling in. Hi, Carrie and Laura. Hello, hello, hello. How about some hearts if you're excited to learn some things about supporting your immune system today? I know I'm excited. We've got lots of great things, and there's nothing like having a bad immune system, right? I feel so much better when I'm healthier. How about you, David?
Oh, for sure. I'll talk about it in the presentation. There's a time when I was really run down and sick, and there's not that's the worst feeling in the world. Nothing. I mean, feeling sick is the worst in the world. It's all about feeling healthy and energized and full of life. That's the best.
Yeah, I totally agree. There's being sick is not fun, but I think, what we'll talk about a lot today is supporting your immune system goes more than just being sick, right? Supporting your immune system supports your body. It supports all different areas in your health. So it's super important. All right, how about one more question? So how often do you support your immune system? So let's give hearts if you really truly think you support your immune system every single day. And then thumbs up if you just focus on your immune system when you're not feeling good. Throw those likes, throw those comments, and we will get started here in the next minute. We've got 5, each of us are going to share 5 different ways that we have tips and tricks for you guys to support your immune system. So 10 total ways to support your immune system. It's going to be really great. Don't forget to comment and like. Really get those comments in there, because like I had said, we are giving away some great stuff. Danny is on the back end doing all this fun stuff. So everyone say thank you, Danny, for writing everyone's names down, but be sure you engage with all of the content, because we've got 2 things we're giving away. We're giving away something in the middle of our webinar and something at the very end. So make sure you stay tuned to the ending. But David, I'll give it to you.
All right. Thank you, Brooke. So what's up, everybody? I can't see your comments. I couldn't pull up my phone. So if you guys say hi to me, I'm not being rude by ignoring you. I just can't see any of the comments. So starting off, big surprise as a trainer, we're starting off with exercise. Exercise is a great way to support your immune system. So starting off, to get a question to get you guys engaged is, tell me your favorite thing about exercise. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be immune system or health related. It can be because there's these pair of jeans you really like. Whatever it is, let me know what your favorite thing is about exercising. So exercising, what you guys will find for a lot of the things that I'm going to talk about, and what probably what Brooke's going to talk about, is a lot of these things cross over to things greater than the immune system. It's when your body is functioning well, everything functions well. It's a system. If one thing is suffering, I can almost guarantee many other things are suffering. In contrast, if one thing is succeeding, other areas of your health and well-being are going to succeed. So taking care of your body by exercising, making sure your heart is functioning at the top of its capacity, make sure your lungs are functioning at the top of your capacity is going to help you fight off any the colds, all those kind of things. But also, I mean, we kind of joke about it, sweating off from the weekend, from all the things we put in our body that weekend. Sweating off the toxins is a real thing. It is important to get rid of those things from our body. Yes, our body has natural ways of detoxifying and cleansing by going to the bathroom and just normal sweating, but it doesn't hurt to get a little extra sweat going. Really flush those things out and feel better. So again, it's not and it doesn't have to be this big grand exercise event. If that means walking on the treadmill for a half hour, or obviously I know the weather isn't great right now, but in the summer, walking laps around the gym until it's dark and you want to go home. Anything, just staying active, getting a little bit of sweat going, a little bit of blood flowing, that's going to help your immune system and it's make you feel better. And like I said, it's going to make everything else function better. And when everything else functions better, then we're just overall in a better spot. And the second thing I want you guys to engage with is heart. If you guys like strength training, like if you're more of a cardio junkie. For me, I am the complete opposite of cardio. I would burn the like button and never do cardio, never touch a treadmill, a jump rope, a burpee, none of those things. I am strength training all the way. Give me all the deadlifts, the rows, the pull-ups. So that's where I'm at. So again, heart if you are strength training, like if you are cardio. But again, not a big surprise coming from a trainer. Exercise can be one of the best ways to help your immune system. So I'll pass the next one off to Brooke.
Awesome. I was definitely hearting that one. I'm seeing over here, I'm on Raw Fitnesses, so everyone's going to think it's Raw. No, it's me hearting it a bunch of times. I love strength training. Do not like cardio, but I know it's all good for you. All right. So I want to start to talk about your diet. I know, again, you guys probably expected we were going to sit here and talk about your diet. And I'm not trying to lecture y'all on your sugar, but we got to talk about it. So I want you guys in the comments to share one thing in your diet that you know isn't good for you. Be honest. I like wine. Sorry, not sorry. Probably not the best for you, but that's what I would comment if I wasn't talking. So I want you guys to take a minute and comment one thing in your diet that you know isn't good for you, because I think awareness is important. We aren't perfect, right? We are not perfect people. And David and I are up here to give you guys tips and tricks, but we're not telling you to live your life that's miserable and to be perfect. We just want to give you guys some practical, realistic tips to help support your immune system. So we're not sitting here telling you have to do all these things, but these are just tips and tricks. So when it comes to your diet, there's so many important things that can come into play with taking care of your health. I am a firm believer of getting your sources of nutrients and supplements from the raw source. So healthy leafy greens have so many incredible vitamins in there. Staying away from processed foods, staying away from refined sugars and things with GMOs. I do try to shop organic as often as possible because GMOs contain lots of toxins, which we'll talk about later, but these all play a role in our health and in our immune systems. And sugar. I know I'd mentioned that was coming. I gave you guys a little bit of foreshadowing, but sugar wrecks your immune system. Whether that is eating lots of chocolate, eating candy, drinking sugary drinks, your sodas, lots of sugar in your coffees, alcohol, these contain lots of sugars, and sugar actually does weaken your immune system. Bacteria, viruses, things like that, they actually thrive on sugar. So really, really consider, especially during the months where you do feel your immune system tends to be weaker, try to limit those sugars. Try to make sure you're upping those green vegetables. Another thing that's really important in your diet is water intake. Really increasing that water not only helps overall just with normal cell functions, but it can help to flush the bad things out. So, if it was, Christmas or your birthday and you wanted to have a couple glasses of wine, so be it. Drink all that extra water, flush that junk out so your body still can fight and can still be strong. So again, reminding, limiting those sugars, really trying to focus on eating leafy green vegetables. They have so many great vitamins, and drinking lots and lots of water. So David, I'll send it back to you.
All right, perfect. So next up for you guys is gonna be a type of massage. Okay. So I kind of a two-part question for you guys. One, and do it in one comment, so it's easier for Danny to keep track. One, have you ever gotten a massage? That's part one. And part two is, have you ever done a lymphatic drainage massage, whether to yourself or you've had someone do it to you? Now, if you don't know what a lymphatic drainage massage is, I'm guessing you've never had it done. So then just say no. So what that is, I'll tell you. I'll start off with a little story. So my freshman year of college, I noticed that my lymph nodes on here on my throat were quite swollen and my throat was sore. So I thought I had strep. I went to the doctor, ended up having mono. And I was really scared because I had uncles on both sides of my family that when they had mono when they were younger, they got really sick, lost a lot of weight, and they barely functioned. And I just started my school semester, and I was really worried that I was going to just fall apart and not be able to function. And so like I did this multiple times. I did it to myself. I had my mom do it. I just kept massaging and milking down my swollen lymph nodes. The lymph nodes, what they're doing is they're filtering a bunch of junk out through your body. And they get fluid, they get swollen, and there's a bunch of just junk in them from their filtration. So it helps to give your body a little bit of assistance by massaging with some pressure, pushing it down towards the heart. Keep going and going down until it's a little bit flatter. Now it may go completely flat or just not as swollen, and then it may come back in a couple hours. That's fine. But massaging down those lymph nodes are going to help your body flush out all that garbage, just like we talked about with the exercise, with the water. Getting rid of all those things are going to help our body function a lot greater. So you don't have to be overtly sick. You don't have to have super swollen lymph nodes. You can do this every single day when you wake up, when it's lunchtime, right before you go to bed. Get some massage oil, get some essential oil, put it on your neck, massage down and relax. Convince your spouse to do it for you if you feel too tired to. And if you want to have that glass of wine like Brooke likes, you can drink your glass of wine, watch The Bachelorette, and get that neck massage. It's just a perfect night. So again, it's nice, relaxing massage. You don't have to go crazy hard. You're not trying to break your neck open or anything. Just a nice gentle massage, nice little bit of pressure, and get those lymph nodes kind of flushed out and not as inflamed. All right. So hopefully you guys can convince your spouse to give you a neck massage. If it does, you guys got to give me credit. I deserve like $5 per massage if you guys get one. I'll pass it on to Brooke for the next point.
Oh, I love it. Next time I want a massage, I'm going to blame it on you. I'm going to say, Joey, David told me I need a lymphatic massage. Let's go. So funny. So interesting, though. I do get regular massages, but I've never really thought about lymphatic massages. So thank you. That was very insightful. So here's a question for you guys. Throw me some hearts if you go outside daily. And I don't mean just like going outside to get into your car to go to work. I mean like actually go outside and stay outside for the benefits of your health. So throw me some hearts if you do this daily. And throw me some just a like if you really honestly don't go outside just to be outside that often. Because this is something that's very interesting because, I've been reading lots of studies of why people in colder weathers tend to get more sick in the colder months. And it has a lot to do with sunshine and sunshine and vitamin D. So I want to talk to you guys next. So our tip number 4 is all about vitamin D and how that relates to sunshine and being outside. Going outside and sitting in the sun, and I don't mean go sunbathing in the sun. I mean being outside, putting that vitamin D, that sunshine on your body is so beneficial. Vitamin D is one of the only vitamins that our body actually does naturally produce. I think there's this misconception that vitamins, none of them our body produces, which is true in a sense, but vitamin D is actually one of the only supplements or the vitamins that our body can produce. And if you guys know me, you know I'm all about getting it from the direct source. So going outside, just even if it's 5-10 minutes, go outside, read a book. Even if it's cold outside, putting on a coat, getting outside, getting that vitamin D is super beneficial. But I know it's cold in the winter. So when you can't get things from the direct source, I'm also a firm believer of supplementation. So vitamin D is very, very important. It's not only very important for our bones. Yes, I think most people know vitamin D is great for our bone health, but it's very, very, very good for your immune system. It helps to strengthen your immune system. It helps with hormonal balance. And it also really helps with your brain health. Another thing that vitamin D is very, very good for is actually really good for your mental health. It's a really great stress reliever. And as we're going to talk about throughout this webinar, is your mental health can really affect your immune system. So all the things that vitamin D can do, it's something that I highly, highly recommend making sure you put you put time in your life. You know, if you, even if you're someone like, I can't afford vitamin D, I can't afford these supplements, that's okay. Go outside, go bring a book. Even if it's freezing out, bundle up a little bit, get the sunshine on your body, because what the sun does is it essentially lights a fire in your body to create that vitamin D. And if you don't have vitamin D supplements, you can also get vitamin D from eggs. You can get them from salmon. You can get it from tuna. You can also get them from raw milk. I would stay away from processed milk and things like that. But if you get it right from, you know, the raw milk, there's actually a lot of vitamin D in there as well. So again, sunshine, vitamin D, all these things are very, very good for your immune system. So let's move on to number 5 with David.
It's a perfect segue because I'm going to talk about grounding and earthing, and that has to do with getting outside. So I just want you guys to comment. I don't want to go too deep in detail right now, but comment if you ever heard of grounding or earthing. Okay. If you've ever done it, perfect. Include that in your comment. If you know what I'm talking about, and if you've ever done it. So what grounding and earthing is, and I know it's not going to be great right now because of the weather, but it's going outside barefoot and stepping on the grass and kind of getting really in touch with nature. I know that might sound a little like hokey or weird to you guys, but I was reading this study, and earthing/grounding has been shown to reduce inflammation. And inflammation is closely related to how our immune system functions. If we have a lot of inflammation in our body is not going to function very well. We're too busy fighting off our cells because we're so inflamed that we cannot focus on fighting off actual infections that are going on in our body. We're just a train wreck if we're too inflamed. So if we can help reduce our inflammation in our immune system can focus on fighting the things it needs to fight and not fighting our own body. I know it's not great right now, but if when it snows, shovel off a little 1 foot by 1 foot square in your yard, take off those socks, step on the ground, and just for a couple minutes, wiggle those toes, feel the grass beneath your feet. And what you'll find is not only you might feel better, but you might feel more energized. That cold might kind of wake you up a little bit. It's almost like your cup of coffee. So I know it might feel a little weird. It might be a little bit cold now, but try to do it as long as you can. You might even build up a tolerance. Day 1, you can only do it for 30 seconds because it's cold. Next day you can do 45 minutes and so on. You can go further and further. And the more you go, the more you're going to get from it. So really try to go out of your comfort zone, reduce the inflammation, and get on the ground. Now here's a second little engagement thing I want you guys to do is heart. If you are someone that's always barefoot, even in your house, you're always barefoot, you always walk around, and like if you're someone that's always socks or shoes. For example, my dad, who has horrible feet, he always wears shoes. He'll take his shoes off to watch TV, and if he's walking from the couch to the fridge, he'll put his shoes back on. So like if you're a shoe or sock person, and heart if you are a barefoot person. And I believe Danny or Brooke wants to take up the next point to get into the giveaway, so I'll let it go to them. But free those piggies, walk on that grass, guys.
Free those piggies. I love it. Well, we saw Danny pop on. Danny's actually going to do our first giveaway. Like we had said, we've got 2 giveaways for you guys. We're going to do one now and then one at the very end. So Danny is going to give away. Danny's actually going to do our first giveaway. Like we had said, we've got 2 giveaways for you guys. Turn down the one now and then one at the very end. So Danny is going to turn down your volume.
What's up, guys? Can you guys, everybody hear me? You good?
To do our first giveaway, like we had said. You're echoing. You guys turn down the one now and then one at the very end.
I don't know which one I'm talking into.
Turn down your volume.
All right, can you hear me? Are we good, guys? Good old live TV. You guys, everybody hear me? You good?
You got something playing in the background. You're echoing, you guys. We're hearing the live feed.
I don't know which one I'm talking into.
Turn down your volume.
All right, can you hear me? Are we good, guys? Good old live TV. You guys hear me? All right, so I'm gonna do.
Playing in the background.
Let's see if this will work.
Sorry, guys, for the technical difficulties. Daddy, turn off your phone or wherever else you're watching from.
All right, can you hear me? Are we good, guys? Good old live TV. All right, so I'm gonna do. Let's see
All
if
right,
this
so
works.
how about this? I am going to tell you guys the giveaway, and then Danny is going to comment in the comments who wins the giveaway. How about that? Okay, cool. I'm going to mute you, Danny. All right, so our first giveaway is we're going to give away a probiotic, which we're going to talk about later on. But we've got a great probiotic that we are going to give away. So Danny's going to go through, like I had said, everyone that's engaging, Danny is putting into a random name picker. I don't exactly know what he's doing. So Danny, when you're ready, go ahead and draw that. Yeah, see, there we go. There's all the... So Danny, go through, comment the winner of the probiotic. We will get it to you if you're a raw member. We will give it to you at the gym, stop in and see it. And then once the live, clearly, as we've learned in this little dilemma, has a little delay. So once that pops up, we'll announce it. But we want to carry on because we've got 5 more great tips for you guys. So thank you, Danny, for drawing that. Once that pops up, I'll share with you guys. But we want to talk about next mental health, and David and I are actually both going to piggyback on this one because this is one that's we're both very passionate about. But mental health plays a huge role in your immune system. Stress and worry cause a huge domino effect on the body. When we are under stress, think about it in terms of just life, right? If we are stressed out, if we are, in normal life, like it's harder to accomplish certain tasks. You're not as focused. You're not as energized. You're just more lethargic. You're fatigued, right? Stress has a huge impact on what we see, but it also has a huge impact internally as well. When our body's under stress, when our mental health isn't there, our body isn't working in other areas in our body. We are under oxidative stress. We are under just so much tension in the bodies that we can't focus certain areas. For example, in the seasonal months, we have a harder time focusing on our immune system because if our mental health isn't always there, our immune system isn't always there. And I think it's very interesting when we talk about seasonal depression, how seasonal depression and also weakened immune systems in winter months are related because you've got a lot of seasonal depression that happens with just being inside, not getting that vitamin D. And you also have lots of people who tend to get sick more often in the winter. And those two definitely have some sort of a relationship. So very, very important to focus on your mental health. Take some time for you, and with that being said, I want you guys to comment one thing below, one thing that you've done today for your mental health. Whether you came to the gym, whether you read a book, whether you meditated, whether you had a glass of wine, if that's mental health for you, whatever it may be, comment below and share with us one thing that you've done for your mental health. But really, 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 truly, mental health is super important for your immune system because if you have sustained high levels of inflammation, which are caused by stress, which we're going to get more into inflammation, this can, again, overtire your immune system. It can overtire your body. And then in return, you are not well. So self-care is very, very important. Take time for you, read a book, exercise, do yoga, meditate, nap, if that's what that means, be present in the moment, go walk on the earth, like David had said, whatever it may be, take a bubble bath, go get a massage. There's so many things. I know so many people sit there and go, well, I don't have time for self-care. I don't have time for taking care of myself. And you need to make time for it. Whether that means you have to wake up 10 minutes earlier every single day just to put time for you. Because if we don't fill our cups, we can't fill other people's cups. And the same thing with our bodies. If we don't fill our mental health cup, if we don't fill our self-care cup, our body goes on to overdrive and has to work harder on different areas when in return we could have taken care of that. So it's also a part of loving yourself and loving your body, of taking care of your mental health. So David, if you had anything else you wanted to say on that, if not, we'll go on to tip number 7.
I'll make it real quick. Brooke talked about really the direct things with, with mental health and immune system, but kind of more of indirectly. If you are struggling with your mental health, you're not taking care of yourself as much. You're not taking your vitamins. You're not washing your hands. You're not taking a shower. You're not doing those things that are going to help your immune system. So they're kind of also they're directly related, but they're also indirectly related. If we are practicing good mental health strategies, then we are going to be more inclined to take better care of ourselves and do these things that are going to keep us free from sickness or just recover from sickness quicker. So I think those are huge. And Brooke's point about making time for it reminded me of a quote that I really liked. And it goes, if you do not make time for wellness, you have to make time for illness. I think that's huge because at some point in your life, you're going to have to make time for your health. And you should make that time now for like preventative health instead of years down the road when you're going to doctor appointment after doctor appointment, medication after medication, trying to take care of yourself because you are now in a more compromised position. So, but Brooke pretty much covered all that I wanted to cover on that. Excuse me. So I'll move to our next point, number 7, and it does go along with self-care. And Brooke mentioned napping, and that is sleep. Sleep is huge, guys. I know. I admittedly, I'm not a good sleeper at all. But sleep is important for our body recovering and is again functioning at its best. When our body is functioning at its best, all of our systems will function at its best. So if that means you have to cut the TV show earlier to go to bed earlier, or you make sacrifices somewhere else, try to get that sleep in. You may not get 8 to 10 hours every night, but every little bit helps. So what I want from you guys to do is comment if you are a person like me who is a pitch black sleeper. Everything has to be quiet, door has to be shut, no sound, no light, no anything. Or comment if you're someone that you have to have the TV going or have a night light or have some sort of break in the silence, in the darkness. Again, I'm an all dark sleeper. I can't have any distractions. I have to turn the light off my diffuser because that will wake me up. It has to be pitch black in my room for me to be able to sleep. Yeah, but sleeping really is important, guys. I'll make this quick story. There was a time when I was balancing being in this one research lab with school, with work, with working out, with everything. I was barely sleeping. I was not taking care of myself. I was so run down. I was getting sick a lot. If you guys, maybe you guys remember, I used to high five everybody. Then I stopped high fiving everybody because I kept getting sick. And so I was trying to get rid of any possible germs because I was so run down. But I was not taking care of myself. And I was never the sick kid. I was always healthy, but now I was getting sick all the time. I was not sleeping. I was not doing these things to keep myself in its best condition. So really focus on that sleep. If you have trouble sleeping, explore different ways to help sleeping. If that means getting they make these little things that slide under your pillows to make your pillows cooler, or diffuse lavender essential oils, or a sleep blend that will help you relax and unwind, or getting into CBD, doing whatever you got to do, finding a way to get a more deep and restful sleep so you then can prevent these sicknesses, prevent your body from breaking down, and overall just be in a better position to fight off all the things that the world throws at you guys, because world can be crazy, especially right now. So it's important that we get that sleep in to make sure we are ready to defend ourselves. All right. So I'll pass it on to Brooke next.
Awesome. I love sleep, and I love when people tell me that sleep's good for your health because if you know me, I need my 8 hours of sleep or else I am an absolute bear. So sleep is super important. So thanks for sharing that, David. So I want to kind of, if you're not noticing, a lot of these are piggybacking off of each other because a lot of them are related, and a lot of them have to do with one another. And I also want to share that these also can affect other systems in your body, not just your immune system, right? They can affect your digestive system, your musculoskeletal system, like so many different areas in your body. So remembering that these all can just make you a healthier person in general. But the next thing I want to talk about is inflammation and gut health. So I want to ask you guys, does anyone here take a probiotic? Comment below if you do take a probiotic, because probiotics have a lot to do with your gut health and inflammation. They say that 85% of all of our issues stems from the gut. And when I was doing a lot of research on depression and anxiety and mental health, one of the first things that I really, really started studying was inflammation and how inflammation really affected mental health. But then also then I started diving into inflammation and how inflammation is very heavily also related with your immune system. We do so much to our bodies that inflame our bodies. The foods that we eat, not exercising, not getting things moving, exposing ourselves to different environmental factors, whether that's toxins in the air, cleaning supplies, cleaning products, hand sanitizer, all these different things that adds to inflammation into our cells. And when our cells are inflamed, it's toxic. And when cells are toxic, they're being killed off. It attacks your immune system. And so making sure that we can not only help that inflammation in our body. So we talked about ways we could do that, drinking lots of water, doing lymphatic massages like David had shared, exercising to really, really help with that inflammation. But another thing that's really great for inflammation is helping your gut health. And again, how 85% of all of our issues stems from the gut. And one of the best things that you can do for your gut health is taking a probiotic, which is why I had asked if you guys take a probiotic, because if you do not, it's something that I highly recommend taking. We have good and bad bacteria. And I think that good bacteria has such a bad stigma. We want that in our body, right? We need to have that good bacteria because it acts to fight the bad bacteria. It's inevitable. You're going to have bad bacteria in your body. I don't care who you are or where you live, unless you are living in a box for your whole life, not getting out, which you're still probably going to get bad bacteria because it's probably going to get gross, but you're going to have bad bacteria. So we need help. We need good bacteria to fight that bad bacteria. And what those bacteria helps to do is it helps to break down food so your body can absorb nutrients. We don't want that bad bacteria attacking our nutrients, that bad bacteria attacking the good cells. So we want those probiotics. Those probiotics are essentially good bacteria that you can take to help kill the bad bacteria and to help our bodies absorb those nutrients, again, from all those leafy greens that you're eating and all those healthy foods. Really, really great. So when we can help our gut health, when we can have a good gut health, our body can more readily absorb good nutrients and good things for our body to keep us strong and healthy. You'll be amazed if you want to do one thing for your body, even if you give yourself one whole month, I'm just going to tackle my digestive system, what that will do for the rest of your body, not even just your immune system, for your mental health, for your sleeping. The gut, I hear all the time, everything starts with the gut. And I am a firm believer of that. I can speak from a personal story. I absolutely love cheese. And during quarantine, I can't tell you how much cheese we ate. It were great charcuterie boards, but lots of cheese. But cheese is a very inflammatory food. And I could tell I was starting to get very sluggish. I was starting to my mental clarity wasn't good. So I actually did a cleanse and I stopped. I've actually cut out dairy. I think I've had dairy once or twice in the last 3 months. And it is actually incredible how good I feel. So just something as simple as cutting out something that you think inflames your body, that can really in return make you that much more healthy. So I will pass it back on to David. We've got 2 more things to talk about.
Thank you, Brooke. The next one, just like I mentioned with the grounding, it might sound a little bit weird for you guys, but I want you guys to approach it with an open mind. I'm going to talk about meditating. So I want you guys to comment below if you have ever meditated. And then, so yes or no, and then you can do the like or the hearts if you've ever done a guided meditation, and like if you've ever done more of like a free-flowing meditation. You've kind of done your own thing. You're not listening to a video. You're not having someone kind of coach you along. You're just kind of approaching it yourself. So meditation is huge. It's going to be huge for the immune system in terms of mental health and stress, just like Brooke touched on already. So I'm not going to beat that too much into the ground. But meditation is huge for just getting in touch with yourself and relieving some of the stress. Now, a lot of people, when they push away a meditation, they say they can't shut their mind off. Trust me, guys, I can't shut my mind off. I can't shut my body off. If you guys know me, I have too much caffeine in my body to shut anything off. It is all about running 1,000 miles an hour. So it's not about shutting your body off. It's about looking at how you feel, how you think, how you approach day-to-day situations, and getting in touch with your thoughts and redoing them, doing them differently, so then you can approach situations better. So if you constantly have this stressful situation at work, your personal life, whatever, if you meditate on it, if you control your breathing, slow everything down, and really dive in deep to how you feel and how you're thinking, you might come to a resolution, and that resolution will help relieve some stress, and then in turn your immune system is thanking you because it's no longer battling the stress from dealing with this issue that you're going on. Now, if you guys don't know how to meditate, I have 2 easy tips for you guys to do. All right. One is download a free app called Oak, OAK, just like the tree. It's a breathing app, but it also has guided meditation. You can make it 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You can tailor it for however long you have. You don't need to do it for an hour. And it kind of just guides you along this, and it's a really relaxing voice. It doesn't push you to do anything too crazy. You just kind of get in touch with how you feel and in your thoughts and feelings. And another thing you guys can do is it's going to be part of the 25 days of Christmas. So if you're in the private page or you're a member at Raw, you guys will see this in the next couple of days. If you're not a member at Raw, then you are missing out. But hey, it's never too late to join in now. And that is YouTube guided meditation videos. I'll be sharing a guided meditation video that I really like. And letting you guys join in and do it so you guys can reap those benefits. But really, again, just getting in touch with how we feel and how we think, addressing things that cause us stress and anxiety and conflict. And when we address those, we can reduce some of that stress and anxiety. And in turn, our immune system is thanking us because we don't have that immense amount of stress. So again, I know some people may be kind of weird with meditation. Trust me, I'm a really sciencey person. I love facts. I love data. I love studies. I love meditation. You can be science related and still have some fun voodoo stuff, as I say, if you like. So give meditation a try. Again, it's not about shutting your brain off. You'll get better the more you practice. It's just about getting in touch with how you feel and how you think about these daily situations. So I'll pass our final main point off to Brooke, but I do think we have some fun at the end. So it's not our final point though.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, David. I think with meditation too, I think people just think meditation has to be in silence. And I know myself, I struggle with shutting my brain off. But especially when I lived out in California in the mountains, like you can have active meditation. So going for a walk in the woods, not really not talking, not thinking, just going, just being peaceful. That's an active meditation. So if shutting off your mind is something that you struggle with, consider doing an active meditation, whether that's going for a walk and not listening to music or not listening to a podcast while you're doing that, just being in silence, and moving along with it. That's really helped me as well. So that could be something you guys could think about doing also. So the last main topic I want to talk about is supplements. Lots of great content in this one. So if you take supplements, I want you guys to share below 2 of the supplements that you take. And if you don't take any, share that as well. So share with me some supplements that you take, but we are going to try to hit a couple really great supplements. I first want to talk about Inner Defense because that's actually one of the things that we are giving away tonight. And by the way, the winner of that was Laura. Sorry for the technical difficulties on our drawing, but we got that taken care of. So super excited. But Inner Defense is a great supplement that helps to boost your immune system. And it actually does so by it creates an unfriendly terrain in your body for different bacteria and funguses. It essentially puts very, very strong essential oils into your body that creates an environment that bad things don't want to live in. So it's not in the sense of it's going to strengthen your immune system, but it's a great protector. It also helps to support healthy respiratory function. And also, again, it has some great essential oils in here that helps to support your immune system. So Inner Defense is a great supplement to take. when you especially are not feeling well, to just help to fight off bad bacterias and just bad junk that you don't want in your body. Another thing that's super great is antioxidants. So if you've never heard of an antioxidant, I highly recommend you finding some good antioxidants, because antioxidants, in my opinion, are one of the best things that you can do for your immune system. So if you ever heard about free radicals are things that we do not want in our body. They can come from so many different things, whether it's the foods that we eat, the environment that we live in, whether it be, toxic ingredients, let's say in our deodorant, things like that. Free radicals come into our body. They're inevitable. They come in there. But the more free radicals we have, our body goes into oxidative stress. When your body's in that oxidative stress, as we talked about before, it can't perform in certain areas. Antioxidants help to kill those free radicals. So if we can kill those free radicals, we can help give our cells and we can help give our body essentially a break, to get back to normal functions and to not be under that oxidative stress. So antioxidants, that's something really heavily to look into. One of my favorite antioxidants is the Ningxia wolfberry. That's a great supplement. There's lots of or great antioxidant. Blueberries, broccoli, those are really great sources of antioxidants as well. We talked about vitamin D. That's a great supplement. The last supplement I want to hit on is vitamin C. Vitamin C is super important. Not only is vitamin C a natural antioxidant, as we just talked about, but vitamin C can help to support your immune system. But I want to share with you guys a fun fact. So vitamin C, most has the highest potency of vitamin C in the bioflavonoids. So bioflavonoids actually come from the source of, let's say, oranges, or that food source. And those are most heavenly. I don't know if you guys are aware, but those bioflavonoids actually most heavily come from the rind of these fruits, so places that we're actually not even eating. But what happens is those bioflavonoids are the most potent and the most strong when essentially that source is most readily to eat. But you have to think about it. When you take that from, let's say, from the farm to, let's just say, the farmer's house to the grocery store, then the grocery store to your house, as time goes on, those bioflavonoid levels go down. And that essentially means the vitamin C that we are absorbing into our body also goes down. I'm a firm believer of getting your vitamins from the source, but in some situations, we don't maybe get as much as we're thinking, especially like if you were to eat an orange, you want to eat that rind. So when you look for a supplement, I urge you to look for a supplement that has a vitamin C supplement that has bioflavonoids in it, because that's actually one of the best vitamin C content things that you can have. But again, vitamin C is just really, really, really great for your immune system. It's just great to keep you healthy and energized. And again, when we have energy, that's great, right? We love our energy. So these are all some great supplements. I could go on and on and on. I love supplements, but inner defense, vitamin D, vitamin C, and antioxidants are definitely four. And then the probiotic, which we hit on, are some great supplements that I highly recommend. And then last but not least, we've kind of got a little bit of bonus, but we don't want to spend too much time on it because we did a whole webinar on it a couple months ago, all about toxins in your life. We live in a world that there are toxins everywhere. It's inevitable. It's a part of life, but it's important to be aware of those toxins, because toxins can put our body into oxidative stress, as we talked about. So really focusing on eliminating those toxins from our body. Danny is going to share with us the link to that webinar if you guys missed it. I urge you to go watch that video. It was a great webinar that we did about toxins, how to remove them, some different toxins to keep your eyes out for, and products to maybe avoid or limit to help with toxic levels. I see Danny hopped on. Are we going to be better with our technical difficulties here?
Yeah, 1 second. I'm trying to post that link. Are we good? Can you hear me this time?
Yes, we can hear you.
I forgot I had it on like 4 different websites, but I forgot to turn off like 3 of them. That's why I kept like repeating. You're seeing all that. Let me get on here. 1 second, guys. Did you, sorry, Brooke, I was trying to jump on there. Did you just go over the bonus stuff?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
So a lot of this stuff, guys, is sometimes we don't always think about it when it comes to that kind of thing. Like the grounding. I know a majority of you that are on here that commented, you mentioned that you never even heard of that, so there's so many little things that, we can do in our everyday to help not only our immune system, but just overall health and wellness here, which, really goes a long way for, living that healthier and happier lifestyle. Brooke, if you can do me a favor, I just text you the link. I can't get back on it for whatever reason. If you can, once you get it, if you can post it in there for our last one that we did. If you didn't get a chance to watch that, that was a really good one too. But I am going to go ahead and get us going on our next raffle. So we're going to do, so Laura, congratulations, you won the inner defense. So we're going to do a probiotic. So these are two of the ones that Brooke mentioned here today that are really, really beneficial for, your immune system. There's something that I take personally every day. I know Brooke says she takes it every day. So, we highly encourage, no matter what your situation is, but this time of year, and obviously with everything going on with COVID, we're not necessarily saying this is going to stop you from getting that, but it'll just help strengthen your immune system as much as possible so you can combat any type of virus or any type of thing that, you may come across, during your day, especially this time of year. So I am going to share my screen so you guys can see it this time. Let's see if this works from my end. David or Brooke, can you tell me if you can see this?
Yep, you're good.
All right, so here's my random name for everyone that was commenting, liking, all that. We appreciate that. And we just, we want to thank all of you guys for attending tonight. We know you guys are all busy. You got a lot of stuff going on. So taking, this last 45 minutes or so and hanging out with us, we greatly appreciate it because this is what we love to do, is teach and educate and help our community be healthier and happier. And we do that through health and fitness. And hopefully you guys got some value in it. Give us some likes and hearts here, and let us know, the benefits you saw today. What's maybe some of the things that, were your biggest takeaways. We'd love to hear in a comment below. What was your biggest takeaway today? And what was one thing that you learned that either you didn't know about before or you're going to start to implement today? So what was your biggest takeaway, and what's something that you're going to take away and start to implement into your daily lifestyle? So the winner of our probiotics is Sue Geiger. Sue Geiger. So congratulations, Sue. Next time you're in the gym, you can grab that. And Laura, same thing with your inner defense. We have both of those at Raw. We can schedule time to have you come in and get that as well, or we can send it to you and do that. So let me share my screen. Again, thank you guys, David, Brooke. Lots of really good content. Greatly appreciate you guys taking your time to educate all of us on some of that. And we look forward to doing many more of these.
Well, yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we're excited for the next one. And yeah, don't ever hesitate to reach out if you guys have questions. But take care of yourself this winter flu season.
See you guys.